Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Rifles one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Ben on third and long. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough third and 12.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a third and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on third and 8.
Pickup makes it third and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. They'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And Madison hit, and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guy that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Vikings nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Johnson on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He was brought down by
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
on the play. 1st down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Number 41.
A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. A give to the bottom of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
On the tackle.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll fire this deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott steps away to his left. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Point conversion.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Vikings 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 24. Vikings 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
23 yards, the final tally. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Warner. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The ball is out from Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
41, the ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jeff Gladney. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
The 37-yard line.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Jefferson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Play action now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Complete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he works
takes it past the 30, almost to the 25. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Alexander Madison.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
47-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Prescott flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
It's the score. Steelers 34. Vikings 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tonight's final score, Steelers 34, Vikings 13.